What is up, guys? So you know me, Pro Glide. This is my brother Seth. If you guys have been following us for a while, you know he rides with us just about everywhere, but he's been doing it on a Yamaha Bolt, which makes him better than most of you guys out there with Harleys. No hate. Anyway, just recently, Seth picked himself up a brand new 2023 Harley Davidson Street Bob with a 114 motor. This thing's a beast. Not to say those aren't good bars, but stock bars are never good bars in my opinion. So we are gonna get that replaced, and that's what we're doing today. We decided to go with some LA choppers. If you guys have seen my bike, I run LA chopper bars. I have their threshers and 12-inch. Absolutely love them. But we're not talking about my bike. We're talking about Seth's. So Seth went with
the two-piece cage fighters,
which is pretty dope. I think on their website they just call them cage fighters. Slightly confusing if you think about it, but their one-piece cage fighter is basically bar comes up and out, and it's just a true T-bar. He's got the one where you have your risers, and then you have kind of like that BMX style bar. So pretty dope. I can't wait to get it on there. We're gonna do an unboxing, and that's what we're gonna start our video with. We have two things to unbox here, and Seth's gonna go ahead and get right at it. Safety first, guys. Never cut towards your bars because you don't want to damage your bars, so cut towards yourself. It's way better. The MX style bars, I think they got about a 2-inch rise and maybe about an inch pullback, something like that. A total of 12. There you go. That's the part that your bar sits in. Pretty fresh. I think Seth liked the way that looked. Please do not cut towards yourself, people. They're gonna connect to the clamps and we'll go from there. What we're gonna do here to make it easy on ourselves is go ahead and remove that, lift up the gas tank. That way we can get at all the wires that are behind that rubber grommet there. All right, so now that we got the tank up and out of our way, we can go ahead and lift this up here and pull out the rubber piece so we can see all of our wiring. All right, so now that we got our wires all disconnected and pulled out of the way, we're gonna go ahead and remove the hardware that is on the handlebars currently. So that's gonna be the mirrors, the switches, and those blinkers. All right, so now that we got the bars taken apart, we're gonna go ahead and pull off the gauge cluster here, and we'll keep that for later. All right, so now we pulled the wires completely out of the bars, and we're ready to put them on the new bar, so let's get that going. This process is pretty straightforward. An old trick is baby powder. You put that on there and it'll keep the wires or the rubber from binding up inside the bar. So good tip if you guys are ever wondering about it. So you will take the studs out of the stock risers and you're gonna thread those into your new risers from LA Choppers. Pretty simple, use some vice grips and don't hit the thread. All right, now that we have the risers ready to go, Seth's gonna go ahead and run all the wires from the handlebars that we already ran. He's gonna put them through the riser. So Seth's gonna go ahead and bring them over here and we're gonna get them back on the bike, start that process over again. Now we got to run the wires back through the triple tree here at the top, and then we will proceed to plugging everything back in to where it went. Look at that hand motion. All right, so that's pretty much it for you guys. Again, bars are not like the hardest thing in the world to do. It's more about the time it takes to do things. Patience is key. We still got a few things to button up, but it's getting late. So we're gonna stop recording and we're just gonna finish up. Basically, we're gonna put Seth's fairing back on there, tuck away the wiring, and tighten back down the tank. Other than that, we're good to go. I think those look pretty good. What do you think, Seth?
they look good.
We got a big ride this weekend, so we're looking forward to testing them out, and I'll get some better photos for you guys up in the mountains. Later. No, I didn't put it in the video from last night because our part was out of stock, and we ordered one from Amazon for temporary.
And as you can see, this is what we replaced it with. The one that Seth's got on back order will be black, but for now we needed something, so we went with the chrome just to get it here. Still looks pretty cool, but it just clamps onto your bars, at least in this case.